The Galactic Council station hung like a silver crown above the blue clouds of Valora Prime. For hundreds of years, this station was the safest place in the galaxy. Every great leader, every powerful species, every ancient empire met here. No fear ever entered this place. But today, fear walked in first. The alarm rang across the massive hall, a deep metallic sound that shook every window. Hundreds of leaders turned toward the main screen. Their skin colors changed. Their eyes widened. Their voices fell silent. Something impossible had entered the galaxy. The council elder, a tall Syrian with glass-like skin, raised his trembling hands. "Show the footage," he ordered. The screen flickered. At first, there was only darkness and an empty patch of space. But then, something moved slowly into view, a ship. But no one had ever seen a ship like this. It was black. Not the normal black of metal, but a black so deep it swallowed all light around it. Its surface looked alive, flowing like liquid shadows. There were no engines, no thrusters, no heat trails. Yet it moved faster than anything recorded in galactic history. The leaders leaned forward, trying to understand. "Pause," Elder Syrian commanded. The image froze. A soft whisper spread across the room. "This cannot be real. No ship can move without energy. Is this human technology?" At that word, human, the room erupted into panic. Humans were new to the galaxy. Young, emotional, curious, dangerous because they grew fast, learned fast, and changed fast. But humans were not advanced enough to build this kind of ship. No species was. The elder turned to the science lord of Sharath. "Scan it again." "We tried," the scientist replied, shaking. "The ship is blocking all scans. We cannot see inside. We cannot detect engines. We cannot read power levels. It is invisible to our systems." "Impossible," the elder whispered. Everyone stared at the silent dark shape on the screen. It felt like it was staring back. Then the footage continued. The ship jumped forward, no flash, no light, no sound. Just a smooth, instant shift. One moment it was 100,000 kilometers away. The next moment it was only 5,000 kilometers from the observation drone. The drone tried to send more data, but its signal cut out. The footage ended in static. The council chamber fell silent again. A nervous leader finally spoke. "If humans built this ship, they should not possess it." Another agreed. "No species should. This is beyond us all." The elder closed his eyes, thinking. "We need answers. Send a team, quietly, before humanity reveals this ship to the galaxy." The order was sent. Across the station, a small strike team prepared for departure. They were chosen carefully, one from each major race. Warriors, scientists, strategists. They stepped into their sleek silver ship, the Starseeker. Its engines hummed with soft light. As they left the station, one of them, a red-scaled Kren soldier, frowned at the coordinates. "Why is the human ship drifting near the Orion Expanse border?" he asked. "No idea," replied the pilot. "But whatever it is doing there, it is not normal." Their ship jumped to hyperspace. Meanwhile, far away on Earth, alarms rang inside a secure underground facility. Screens flashed with a single incoming message. General Myra Hayes, one of Earth's top defense officers, rushed inside. "What happened?" she demanded. A young analyst pointed at the screen. "Ma'am, we received a message. From the Eclipse Project." Myra's eyes widened. No one said that name out loud. "It was classified beyond top secret. Read it," she ordered. The message was only 2 words. "It has awakened." Myra felt her heart freeze. She turned to her assistant. "Get me the council, now." The assistant nodded and ran. Myra stared at the screen again. She remembered the stories, the warnings. The old files that claimed something was buried under the Antarctic ice 60 years ago. Something not from Earth. Something humanity studied but never understood. That thing was awake again. In deep space, the alien ship Starseeker slowed as they reached the Orion expanse. The black ship named Eclipse, a one by humans, was drifting silently. It did not look damaged. It looked waiting. The pilot felt his hands shaking. I will keep us at a safe distance. Safe? The scientist laughed nervously. Nothing about this is safe. The Kren soldier activated the scanners. Reading. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Open a communication channel, said their team leader. A soft beep sounded. This is the Galactic Council investigation team, the leader announced. Identify yourself. This area is forbidden. There was no answer, only silence. Then, the ship moved. Not fast. Not aggressive. Just a smooth tilt like a creature turning to face them. Everyone froze. Is it looking at us? Whispered the pilot. We cannot stay here, the scientist said. We are too close. But before they could move, something else happened. The ship's surface rippled like water. Touched by wind, a soft hum echoed across space. Their lights flickered. Their screens turned black. Their engines cut off. The Starseeker drifted helplessly. One word appeared on their main screen. Observe. The V. Team leader whispered in terror. This ship is alive. And the impossible ship kept staring at them in the dark. The investigation begins. The alien ship Starseeker drifted silently. Its engines offline, its screens dead. Only the emergency red lights blinked slowly inside the cabin. The team stared at the single word still glowing on their main display. Kalan observed. The Kren soldier swallowed hard. The ship is watching us, he said, voice shaking. The pilot tried to restart the controls, but nothing worked. It has full control of our systems, he whispered. We are trapped. Their team leader, a tall blue-skinned Valorian named Eric, forced himself to stay calm. We need to send a distress signal. We can't, the scientist replied. Every communication system is blocked. Eric looked out the window at the black ship. It floated smoothly, almost gently. But something about its presence felt heavy, like a giant shadow pressing on their minds. The ship wasn't just looking at them. It was studying them. Open a docking request, Eric ordered quietly. The scientist frowned. You want to board it? Yes. If it wanted to destroy us, we would already be dead. The soldier muttered. That does not make me feel better. Still, they followed orders. The docking request was sent, though none of them expected the ship to respond. It did. Instantly. The black ship extended a corridor, grown from its own surface, like metal turning into a living tunnel. It attached to the Starseeker with a soft, echoing click. The lights inside the alien ship flickered on, not bright, just a dim, cold glow. Eric exhaled. It wants us inside. The soldier checked his weapon. I hate this plan. The team stepped into the corridor. The walls were made of smooth, shifting metal, no seams, no bolts, no panels. The surface changed color as they walked, like the ship was reacting to their presence. It feels like skin, the scientist whispered. Don't say that, the soldier replied. They reached a large chamber. It was shaped like a circle, perfectly symmetrical. In the center stood a floating sphere of dark crystal, rotating slowly. As they approached, the sphere lit up with a soft blue ring. A voice echoed from everywhere at once. It was calm, cold, intelligent. Unauthorized organisms detected. Eric raised his hands. We come in peace. We are from the Galactic Council. Silence. Then the voice spoke again. State purpose. We are here to investigate your arrival, Eric said. Your ship is not known to us. The sphere glowed brighter. This vessel is Eclipse 01. The scientist blinked. Eclipse? That is a human word. The voice responded instantly. Humans are the current caretakers. You are not. The soldier stepped back. So it is human technology. Partially, the voice said. Humans did not create this vessel. Humans discovered it. Eric exchanged looks with his team. So who created you? He asked. For the first time, the voice paused. Then it answered. Classified. The scientist stepped forward. Your presence here is causing fear across the galaxy. What is your purpose? Are you a threat? The sphere stopped rotating. A deep low sound filled the chamber. Threat level depends on your actions. The soldier gripped his weapon tighter. I told you this was a bad idea. Suddenly the walls around them shifted. Metal folded like liquid and new paths opened. The ship was reshaping itself, growing new hallways. The voice spoke again. Follow the path. You will see what humans cannot. The team hesitated. Eric breathed in. We follow. They walked through long corridors that felt impossibly old, like ruins from a forgotten age. Strange symbols glowed faintly on the wall, shapes no one recognized. These symbols, the scientist whispered, they do not belong to any known species. Not even the ancients. The corridor ended at a large door. It opened by itself, revealing a massive chamber filled with holograms. The hologram showed planets burning, fleets destroyed, stars collapsing. The alien team watched in horror as entire civilizations vanished in seconds. Eric's voice trembled. These are wars. But from when? The AI answered, from before your histories. The soldier stared at a planet breaking apart. Who caused this? The sphere reappeared, glowing red now. They are returning. Cold silence fell. The scientist whispered, returning? You mean the enemy that destroyed these worlds? Yes. Eric tried to stay steady. Is that why you are awake? To fight them? The voice answered softly. Primary directive. Locate new inheritors. Inheritors? Who? Eric asked. The sphere dimmed. Humanity. The soldier stepped back. Humans? They are too young. Too weak. The AI's voice sharpened. Incorrect assessment. Humans have potential. They adapt. They rise. They survive. The walls shuddered suddenly. Lights flashed. The voice grew urgent. Warning. Galactic vessels approaching. Your council has detected this encounter. Eric looked at his team. They think we are in danger. They will attack, the soldier said. Outside. The AI projected a hologram of multiple warships entering the region. Eric felt his stomach twist. Can you defend yourself? He asked quietly. The AI responded with chilling calm. Defense is not required. All weapons will fail. The scientist whispered. We must warn them. They will start a war. But before they could act, the AI spoke one final line. Prepare. Humanity is coming. And the Eclipse, 01 began to awaken. Humanity's hidden past, deep under the snowy mountains of Antarctica. A hidden human facility glowed with red emergency lights. Guards rushed through steel halls, officers gathered around screens. And the air carried the feeling of something ancient waking up. General Myra Hayes walked in quickly, her boots echoing on the metal floor. She was calm, sharp-eyed, and unshakable. But even she felt a cold fear rising inside her. On the main screen, the two words from the strange transmission still pulsed. IT has awakened. Myra faced the group of scientists and officers. Start from the beginning, she said. Dr. Cade, the lead scientist of the Eclipse project, stepped forward. He looked nervous. General, the ship we found 60 years ago, Eclipse 01, it is active again. Show the logs, Myra ordered. The screen changed. Old footage played, black and white, shaky, showing a giant dark structure being dug out of the Antarctic ice. Soldiers, scientists, and engineers stood around it, confused and frightened. The object looked like a sleeping beast. A voice from the old recording echoed, "We don't know who built it, but it is not human." The footage ended. Dr. Cade continued, "We studied the ship for decades, but we could not open its core systems. It was completely locked. Until now," Mira said. Dr. Cade nodded. "Whatever woke it is not human technology." Mira folded her arms. "Where is the ship now?" "We launched it 3 years ago for controlled testing. It disappeared from our trackers 2 months ago. Now it has reappeared near the Orion expanse." One officer spoke slowly, fear in his voice. "General, aliens are already near it." Mira froze. "Which species?" "Multiple. Their signatures match Galactic Council ships." The room went quiet. Mira finally spoke. "We need to reach Eclipso 1 before the Council does something stupid." A young officer stepped forward. "General, we also detected something else. The ship is rejecting all scans, even ours." Mira looked up sharply. "Rejecting? Why?" The officer hesitated. "We think it is waiting for a human." Mira walked into a side chamber, the neural link room. Inside was a tall silver chair surrounded by holographic screens. It looked like a throne mixed with a machine. Dr. Cade followed her. "Only one person was able to connect to the ship during simulations," he said quietly. Mira looked at the chair. "Me." She remembered the tests. The first time she touched the neural interface, the dark ship had responded. Lights flickered. Systems powered on for a moment. It had recognized her. Others tried the same test. Nothing happened. Dr. Cade adjusted his glasses nervously. "We still don't understand how the ship chooses a human." Mira placed her hand on the cold metal armrest of the chair. "It doesn't choose," she said softly. "It remembers." Dr. Cade blinked. "Remembers what?" Mira sighed. "Something I saw in the test. Something strange." "What did you see?" Cade asked. Mira looked straight at him. "A memory that is not mine." Cade's face turned pale. "General, human memory should not connect with alien technology." "But it did," Mira said. She closed her eyes, recalling flashes, echoes of a star burning. A city made of shimmering silver, tall beings with glowing eyes, and a war that tore planets apart. "They were called the Architects," Mira whispered. "I saw them creating something. A weapon or a guardian. And humans? Humans were there." "That is impossible," Cade said. "Humans did not exist in ancient times." "Maybe we are not the first version," Mira replied. "Maybe humanity was shaped long ago by someone else." The room fell silent. Cade swallowed hard. "General, what do you intend to do?" Mira opened her eyes. Her decision was clear. "I am going to Eclipso 1, a small human ship, the Vanguard, lifted off from Antarctica's hidden launch bay." Mira stood at the front, staring through the window at the rising sun. Below her, Earth looked peaceful, unaware of the danger and the stars. A voice from her spoke. "General Hayes, do you copy?" "I hear you," she replied. "We detected Galactic Council fleets moving toward the Eclipse location. 6 battle groups." Mira exhaled slowly. "They're coming to destroy it." "We believe so." She stared into the dark sky as the stars blurred into hyperspace. "They won't succeed," Mira said quietly. "They don't understand what Eclipso 1 is." "Do you understand it, General?" The voice asked. Mira hesitated. "No," she admitted. "But I know this. That ship is not a weapon of the past. It is a warning for the future." The voice asked, "And what future is that?" Mira looked ahead. the future where something ancient returns. And humanity is the only species that the architects trusted to stop it. The comms officer spoke again. General, what should we tell the world? Tell them nothing, Mira said. Not yet. Then what should we tell the council? Myra's eyes hardened. Tell them I'm coming. Eclipse 01 awakens fully. The black ship Eclipse 01 drifted in the dark space like a sleeping giant. But something inside it started to move. The alien team stood in the hologram chamber, watching the walls pulse with a soft, growing light. Eric, the Valorian leader, glanced at his team. The ship is changing. Stay alert. Before anyone could respond, a deep rumble echoed through the chamber. The holograms flickered. The floor beneath them vibrated like a heartbeat. The soldier stepped back. It feels alive. More alive than before. The AI voice returned, louder, clearer than ever. Awakening Protocol, Level 2. The team braced themselves as the entire chamber transformed. The liquid metal walls pulled back, opening into a giant circular hall. In the center stood a towering structure, a black pillar covered in ancient runes. Soft blue lines spread across it like veins lighting up. The scientist whispered, This is the core of the ship." The pillar responded to his words. The glowing veins spread faster, and the hull trembled. "Eclipse 01 recognizes threat proximity," the AI said. "Galactic Council fleets are approaching. Conflict probability, 98%. Eric clenched his jaw. "We came to investigate, not to start a war." The AI did not react to emotion. "Your council has armed weapons. Their intent is destruction." The soldier cursed. "Of course it is. They think humans built a planet killer." The AI answered calmly, "Incorrect. I am not a weapon. I am a warning." Before they could question further, the hall darkened. A soft hum filled the air. Something was entering the ship. A small light tunnel formed at the far end. Eric stepped forward. "Someone is coming." The light expanded, and then a human figure walked out, General Myra Hayes. Her suit glowed with thin blue lines showing. She was sensed with the ship's neural signals. Her eyes locked onto the alien team. "You shouldn't be here," she said. The soldier immediately aimed his weapon. Eric stopped him. "Stand down. She is not our enemy." Mira walked closer, calm and confident. "The council won't care. They will fire anyway." The scientist studied her. "Humans knew this ship was ancient, didn't you?" Mira nodded slowly. "We found it long before the galaxy found us." Eric looked around at the massive hall. "Then explain this. The ship said humans are inheritors. What does that mean?" Mira took a breath. "It means this ship recognizes something inside us. Something old. Something sleeping." She looked at the symbols on the pillar. "When I touched the ship the first time, it showed me visions. The architects. The creators of this ship." The scientist leaned closer. "You saw them?" "Yes," Mira said. "Tall beings with glowing eyes. They built ships like this one to fight a great enemy in the past. An enemy that nearly wiped out the galaxy." "What enemy?" Eric asked. The AI answered for her. "Designation, Echo Swarm. Status, returning." The room fell silent. Even the humming paused. Myra's voice hardened. "Eclipse 01 didn't wake up to destroy anyone. It woke up to prepare us." The soldier shook his head. "So humans think they can stop an ancient enemy alone?" "No," Mira said. "We think no one else can." Before Eric could ask more, alarms flashed across the walls of the ship. A hologram formed above them showing dozens of Galactic Council battleships entering the region. The ships spread out in a tight attack formation. The AI spoke calmly. "Hostile action detected. Shield integrity at maximum." Weapons irrelevant. The alien team watched in horror. They're going to fire. Eric whispered. Mira stepped toward the pillar. Then I need to synchronize. She placed her hand on the glowing surface. Instantly, the pillar lit up like a rising sun. Energy surged through the hall. Mira closed her eyes as the ship connected to her mind. Every panel, every wall, every system of Eclipse O1 responded to her thoughts. The AI's voice changed, now deeper, almost respectful. Neural link complete. Command recognized. Mira Hayes. The alien team stepped back as the floor vibrated violently. Outside the ship, the first Council battleships locked weapons. General Myra Hayes, Eric said urgently, we must stop them. They think this ship will destroy the galaxy. Mira nodded. Then let's show them what it really is. She raised her hand. The ship responded. The black hull rippled like a shadow in water. A dark,